lawsuit is filed on behalf of Joshua Brown.
Now, you may remember he is the man falsely accused of killing Jackson State University student Jalen Burns 1 year ago today. Now, several parties are named in the lawsuit, from JSU and their police staff to the Hinds County Sheriff's Department and Jalen Burns' fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha. He alleges wrongful imprisonment, defamation, and a conspiracy on behalf of law enforcement to arrest him while knowing he was not involved. As a result, the lawsuit states Brown's reputation has been permanently damaged and has resulted in emotional trauma. And 3 on Your Side's Holly Emery has been following all this.
And she joins us now with the latest on the murder case of Jalen Burns in this special 3 on Your Side follow-up. Holly?
Howard, Courtney, and that lawsuit from Joshua Brown seems to be the only thing that's changed since the shooting of Jalen Burns 1 year ago. Tonight, everyone involved is still asking the same question a year later. Who murdered Jalen? We were on your side from the beginning.
WLBT News starts now with breaking news.
There will be no class today at Jackson State University.
Well, this after a deadly shooting late last night.
Jalen Burns, a student leader on Jackson State University's campus, lost his life. Bringing you the latest updates when 21-year-old Jalen Burns was shot and killed at the University Point apartment complex on Jackson State University's campus.
He was trying to de-escalate, and he ends up, getting shot.
At the time of the shooting, investigators with JSU's Department of Public Safety were working quickly to arrest a suspect. 4 days after the shooting, then 19-year-old Joshua Brown was charged with murder. Shortly after, 21-year-old Jamison Kelly Jr. was arrested for allegedly driving the getaway car.
From the time I touched down in Mississippi, it was, oh, we know who did it.
Through preliminary hearings and documents obtained by 3 on Your Side, we learned why the two had been arrested.
What led to the murder of Jalen Burns?
Well, as our investigation showed, it started out earlier that day with a dispute between two other students.
Testimony revealed that on the day of the shooting, Elisha Brown, the sister of Joshua Brown, and her unnamed boyfriend got into an argument and broke up. That's when investigators say she called Jamison Kelly because she felt unsafe. Meanwhile, the ex-boyfriend called Jalen Burns and other Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity brothers to help get his stuff from Elisha Brown's apartment. That's when investigators say Jalen was shot by someone in the room.
A verbal altercation, and it turned into a physical altercation and led to gunfire when Mr. Barnes was shot.
Joshua Brown spent about 22 days in jail until 3 on Your Side uncovered copies of video and photo evidence.
9:30 is around the time Brown was caught on camera at a Krispy Kreme in Hattiesburg,
showing that Joshua Brown was nearly 90 miles away in Hattiesburg at the time of the shooting. 11 days after our initial report with that evidence, Brown was released. Then Kelly, sending investigators back to the beginning.
I'm just trying to get my life back together and on track.
Lieutenant Jackson, he called me the night before. So I just want to let you know, Joshua Brown's going to get out in the morning. I felt like the people that were involved were kind of playing a game with us. They were the same people that act like they were, had so much love for Jalen and for us, but won't say a word.
JSU Chief Herman Horton only held one press conference throughout the investigation on the day Brown was arrested. But after 3 on Your Side showed the evidence that investigators had the wrong man behind bars, Horton hasn't spoken to media since. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation took over the case shortly after Brown and Kelly were released. But Burns' family say they still haven't had significant contact with state investigators.
I spoke to MBI maybe twice since they've taken over. And, just that, it really wasn't much. At one time I thought maybe they had something, but I still haven't heard back from them.
Jason Burns had gone as far as offering $10,000 to anyone with information that could lead to an arrest of his son's killer.
From the beginning, I think it just got all screwed up, and then the longer it takes, the harder it is. When they should have done certain things, when they should have brought, everybody in that was there, they should have brought them into the police station. They should have done a gunshot residue test on everybody that was there. It wasn't done.
Over the last year, we've reached out to MBI multiple times for updates on this case and an interview on why Burns' killer hadn't been found. But each time, we're told the same thing. Due to this being an open investigation and where it stands, MBI will not make any public comment regarding this case. As for Jackson State, we reached out to them for interviews regarding safety improvements on campus, morale since the shooting, and any events honoring Jalen. JSU spokesperson Rachel James Terry responded, "We're declining at this time." We also tried reaching out to JSU Chief Horton, but an employee with the Department of Public Safety on campus told us he no longer worked there and hadn't for some time. An interim chief is currently serving the school, according to JSU's website. We asked JSU for a comment on why Horton was no longer employed with JSU and how long it had been since he left, but JSU told us they did not comment on personnel matters. On the one-year anniversary of Jalen's death, still no answers, but Burns says he still holds on to hope.
I'm gonna have hope until the day that I leave here, that one day I'm gonna get a phone call, that they have someone, that they pick someone up. I have to.
Now, it's unclear when Chief Herman Horton left the campus department and how close MBI is to arresting those responsible. We will continue to follow this story and keep you updated as we work to learn the truth. Holly Emery, 3 on your side.